There's a quiet war that happens in everyday life. It doesn't involve fists or shouting. It hides in smiles, in laughter, in small comments that sting more than they should. You may have felt it before, a sarcastic joke aimed a little too precisely, a compliment that suddenly turns cold, a question posed just to trip you in front of others. These aren't accidents, they're tactics. Small moves designed to shake your confidence, to steal your dignity without raising alarm. But here's the truth. When someone tries to humiliate you, you don't have to play their game. Through the lens of Stoic wisdom, from the insights of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, we can learn not only how to endure these moments, but how to rise above them. This is your guide to preserving self-worth in a world that sometimes aims to diminish it. The first strike is always subtle. When someone wants to hurt you, they rarely begin with open aggression. Instead, they disguise their intent with politeness. It's the joke that makes everyone laugh, except you. The harmless comment that somehow knows exactly where to hit. Seneca once said, "Mockery is the weapon of the weak, dressed in laughter to hide its intent." This is where you must listen, not just to the words, but to how they land in your soul. If a comment makes you feel small, uncomfortable, or less, even if it's dressed in humor, that is your signal. Just like a tree standing in a storm, you don't need to shout back. You need only to remain rooted. Let others laugh, but don't let the echo live in your mind. Public challenges are not always about truth. Some people wait for an audience to question you. They don't do it in private. They wait until there are eyes watching, ears listening. Their goal isn't clarity, it's control. Epictetus taught, "He who seeks attention through humiliation exposes his own insecurity." In other words, when someone calls you out not to build, but to break, remember it says more about them than it ever will about you. Imagine this happening during a work meeting. You've prepared, you're presenting, and someone interrupts with a doubt they never voiced before. Don't panic. That's exactly what they want. Stay calm. Respond with clarity. Never let their insecurity become your burden. When they highlight your flaws, highlight your strength. We all have imperfections, scars, regrets. But what makes them wounds is when others press on them in public. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, what is shameful is not the flaw, but the one who uses it to wound. If someone chooses to bring up your past, your mistakes, or your insecurities in front of others, they're not being honest, they're being cruel. Don't fight back with anger. Don't respond with tears. Instead, carry yourself with grace. Say calmly, "That part of my past made me who I am. I'm not ashamed of it." There is nothing stronger than standing tall in the face of someone trying to shrink you. Help isn't always help. Sometimes the most condescending move is disguised as guidance, a correction that's meant to feel like a favor, but sounds more like a lecture. You didn't know that? I'm just trying to help. But Stoic wisdom reminds us, true guidance uplifts. False guidance disguises pride as wisdom. If someone consistently makes you feel small while helping you, they are not your guide, they are your competitor. You don't have to argue. You don't even have to correct them. Simply respond, "Thanks, I've got it." Say it with clarity. Say it with dignity. And move forward. Loaded questions are meant to corner you. Not all questions seek understanding. Some are traps. Are you sure that's right? Didn't you mess this up last time too? These aren't questions. They're daggers wrapped in curiosity. Marcus Aurelius said, "He who weaponizes curiosity lacks the courage to confront truth directly." When someone asks a question designed to humiliate you, pause. Breathe. Don't rush to defend. Respond when you're ready, and respond with strength. Say, "Yes, I've made mistakes, and I've grown from them." You disarm them not by retreating, but by refusing to crumble. The silent treatment is not your reflection. One of the most hurtful tactics is exclusion. You speak, and no one replies. You suggest, and your ideas vanish into the air. It's a quiet cruelty, a form of humiliation that's easy to miss, but deeply damaging. Epictetus offered clarity. To be unseen is not the same as being unworthy. Their blindness is not your burden. If people ignore your voice, your ideas, your presence, don't internalize it. Don't shrink. Let your work speak. Let your consistency be louder than their silence. Over time, even the blind will be forced to see what you've built. Laughter at vulnerability reveals cowardice. Perhaps the cruelest act is when someone laughs at your pain, at your tears, at your stumbling. You open up, you're human, and they smirk. Or worse, they invite others to join in. But here's the truth. It's not your vulnerability that's the problem. It's their inability to handle it. Seneca wrote, "The fall of another should call forth compassion, not cruelty." If someone laughs when you stumble, it doesn't reflect your weakness. It reflects their emptiness. You don't need to yell. You don't need to cry. Say this: "Funny how some people laugh at others for being human. I choose honesty over perfection." And watch the laughter die. Not because you fought, but because you stood tall. Dignity is your quiet power. In nature, the tallest tree doesn't shout. The strongest mountain doesn't move when the wind howls. And your dignity, when rooted in inner strength, does not need to scream to be felt. In a world where subtle humiliation can creep into every room, your best weapon is clarity, calmness, and truth. The Stoics didn't teach us how to win arguments. They taught us how to win ourselves. You are not what they say. You are not how they treat you. You are the strength that responds with grace. You are the silence that stands when others mock. You are the dignity that doesn't crumble when insulted, but only grows stronger. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below with the word dignity. Let's remind each other of the strength we already carry. Don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who might need it today, and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom from the Stoics and beyond. Stay rooted, stay strong, and as always, thank you for watching.